What is up, guys? Impulse here, back with another video, and you guys will notice about this video, before we get into it, that, it's unedited, it's raw. I have not edited this at all. Number one, the reasons for that, I want to get this out quick to you guys. World War II is quickly approaching. I got this out late, I've been very busy, and I kind of want to get this out quick. It'll be a very jam-packed 7 minutes. Honestly, and to be honest, there's really not that much to talk about when it comes to Infinite Warfare, to be quite honest with you, because to be honest, it's more of a meme than an actual game. I think it's more of a meme, to be quite honest with you, but I'll get into that later. But, again, yeah, thank you guys for all the support on the giveaway, and all that good stuff. And, yeah, I'll be getting a new intro, new outro. It's going to be a completely new look on this channel come Friday. So, again, make sure you guys are there on Friday, watching all the stuff that I post about World War II. It's going to be a lot, trust me. So again, yes, let's get into the Infinite Warfare review, shall we? Without any further ado, only got 7 minutes to talk about this. Well, now 6. But all right, so Infinite Warfare. Let's start with the multiplayer. The multiplayer, like mechanically, technically, gunfight-wise, it's not the worst. Gun balance, not that good or not that bad. I mean, it's in the middle for me. The NV4, K-Bar, and ERAD, and maybe FHR are the only 3 guns the game people use, or 4. That's the problem, I feel like. In competitive, those are the only guns that people use. But, I mean, I don't know. The other guns are viable options, too. So, again, I actually think the gun balance in this game is not the worst, but it's definitely not the best either. The K-Bar and the NV4 are quite clearly the best options in online and the best options in competitive. Occasionally, you'll see an ERAD or maybe a FHR-40 if you're lucky. So, again, the gun balance isn't that bad. Also, connection in this game was pretty good. I'll be honest with you, the connection was pretty good. Again, you guys will notice with Infinite Warfare, the technical problems were not the problems with Infinite Warfare. There are still obviously some, but I think the bigger problems are with, like, the experience. And that's what we'll get to later. So again, connection wasn't bad. The spawns in this game aren't the worst either. A lot better than Black Ops 3 spawns. Although I think I get spawned on right here. Yep, here we go. I jinxed it as soon as I said I got spawned on right there. So, again, the spawns they're not that bad, though. That doesn't happen too often to me. I'm really picky about spawns. So, when I'm complaining about spawns, I'm really picky. So, again, when I'm picky about spawns and I'm saying this game's a good spawn in Call of Duty, take my word for it. Trust me. So, this is a decent spawn in Call of Duty. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. Again, gun balance, what we cover, connection, all that stuff. The score streaks. Let's get to the score streaks. Now, score streaks in this game, they're ass. We all know this. The UAV is decent. The counter UAV, obviously. I mean, the non-lethals will always be good. The advanced UAV was broken when it came out. I'll be quite honest with you. The advanced UAV was trash when it came out. But now it's a viable score streak, and really the only good score streak, in my opinion. I mean, obviously the high score streaks, but honestly, I think the high score streaks, I haven't used them that much. They're not that good, though, for when I see people use them. They're slow moving, and they don't really get that many kills. There needs to be, like, another, like, AC-130 type thing in these games. I think these Call of Duties really miss that, and I think there's going to be one in World War II, something similar to that. So, again, we're definitely in luck. So, the score streaks in this game, besides the Warden, I think the Warden is by far, and maybe the Vulture now, it gave it a couple buffs, are the 2 best score streaks in this game. But overall, the score streaks are very weak in this game. I'm going to go on to the specialists. The specialists in this game, I hate. I hate them so much. Reactive armor, overpowered. Definitely, I'll give BO3 props. They definitely balanced out kinetic armor and did a pretty good job with balancing kinetic. In this game, reactive armor, it's pretty OP. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty good. So again, that's my complaint on that. But my least favorite ability would probably either have to be the equalizers or the phase shift and all that shifty stuff that one character does. Synaptic, I believe is his name. Oh, it's so overpowered. The FTL jump and the phase shift. Those 2 things, again, I've said it before when you play with me in competitive, those things do not belong in Call of Duty. That's not COD. That's Halo, it's Destiny, that's not COD stuff. Get it out of the game. We don't want it here. Simple. So again, let's get to the core issues that I have with Infinite Warfare. I've discussed a few, obviously, but the main issues I have, well, the zombies mode wasn't terrible. Let's start with the zombies before we get to the main issues. The zombies mode was actually exceeded my expectations a bit. It wasn't that bad. They did a really good job closing out the story and how they ended it. And Also, you'll see that I'm doing really well in these games, and I'm going a little all over the place. I don't judge games on how well I do in them. To be honest, I'm a really good Call of Duty player in pretty much every COD. Ever since, Ghosts, I've had an above 2 KD in pretty much every Call of Duty. So it's not like, and like I have different opinions on them. So like Black Ops 2, I had like a 5 KD, not one of my favorite Call of Duties. So how well I do does not pertain to how I rate the game. I rate the game on, the experience. Was it a fun game? I also take into account the game modes like zombies, multiplayer, campaign, and just compare them to other CODs and just say if they're good overall. And I, kind of take in some of the community feedback as well, but not much of that because the community is trash, and we all know that. So, again, what we're going to do is the zombies mode was good, the 4 maps were good. Beast from Beyond was definitely not their best, though. I'll be honest. So the zombies, I don't want to spend too much time on that. What I want to get at is that Infinite Warfare, it was never fun, and it's really there's just no motivation to play it. I don't think it's a very motivational game. And by the way, I know a lot of you guys may be asking after the video, where's your Modern Warfare Remastered review? Honestly, in my opinion, that game is freaking worse than Infinite Warfare, because of all the hype it had. And Infinite Warfare had no expectations. That's why I'm like, why do I even review this? It had no expectations, and I guess considering it had no expectations, I guess it did well, but I mean, it had no expectations for a reason. Modern Warfare Remastered was supposed to be one of the most hyped Call of Duties ever, and as I predicted, it, fell to like all the problems. So again, fell to the player base, fell to all the problems, the gun balance, the connection, the spawns, everything. The spawns are so bad in that game. That's a game that is bad spawning. But anyway, last 40 seconds, I'm just going to spend on, Infinite Warfare, how it's really a meme. Ever since, like, that campaign trailer came out, it just gets 3 million dislikes. After that trailer came out, sure, guys were like, oh, it's a joke, people are just doing it just because, but at the same time, people just couldn't take Infinite Warfare seriously after that. Like, people played it for a day, and like, oh, no wonder why I got 3 million dislikes. So again, that's really my point I'm getting at. Thank you guys for tuning in, and yeah, I'm going to give Infinite Warfare a 5.5 out of 10. So there's your rating. See you guys on the next video.